the Ultimate Movie Championship, brought to you by patreon.com/inspireddisorder. And now we're going to go to our top.
Let's see what the options are before we...
Yeah. One of a top selection.
Our movies.
Your movies. Top 20 or top 50? Let's do top 50.
Top 50. This is going to
See
suck.
if-
This
yeah.
is going to be short, too. Because
Yeah. Will probably be a lot of the same movie matchups. Stand By Me versus Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Stand By Me.
Okay, I'll go with that. This is tough.
Stephen King.
Sure. I like his non-Stephen King movies, like where it's
Green Mile.
Yeah.
Stand By Me.
Where there's still like, I mean, I don't think there was any spiritual like weird shit in Stand By Me, right?
No.
Like there wasn't a big black dude that coughs up these mystical
Shawshank
fleas.
Redemption.
Yeah. Those I like those Stephen King movies. I like the most.
God, he's wrote so much.
Yeah, but I mean, when you put out a lot of shit, it's just like people are gonna latch on to different stuff, and then every once in a while you'll come out with a gem. Fight Club, which is currently number 1, versus Super Bad.
Fight Club.
Yeah. Interesting, trying to dethrone, but it can happen.
I feel like there's better movies than Fight Club,
but I love
on
Fight
a
Club.
different matchup.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a movie. I don't know that I would want on the top of the list, but you never know. We just haven't seen it yet. Silence of the Lambs versus
Forrest of the Gumps.
Oh my God! I just felt like running, Clarice. I just felt like running, Clarice. I mean, clearly they're in our top 50. We definitely like them. They're very high up on really great movies that everybody should watch. There's kind of the lighthearted adventure with the retard versus Forrest Gump.
I gotta go Forrest Gump. Something about that movie. I love Silence of the Lambs, but horror's not my shit. So it's.
I mean, I'd say it's I guess kind of horror. It's definitely more suspense
kind of horror.
than anything.
He chews a dude's face off, wears his face, and then escapes that way.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Fucking won a shitload of Academy Award. They probably
It's a
both
great
did.
fucking movie. Forrest Gump did not win that year, I think.
I think it won Best Picture,
I could be wrong.
but I don't know. Shit. I don't know, man. I guess I'll go Forrest Gump. So good. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels versus Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I mean, again, every match. I love both of these movies.
Well, that's why they're in our top 50.
Yeah, I know. But I got to go Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think
if this was like
Last Crusade, if it was
Snatch
Temple of
or
Doom,
something,
I
or
think
Temple
Lock,
of Doom.
Stock could have beat Temple of Doom.
Oh yeah, I would say
but
so.
I think Last Crusade's my favorite.
Temple of
Indiana
Doom is
Jones.
number 3 out of the ones that we shall talk about.
Yeah.
That shall be mentioned. Yeah, Indiana Jones.
You chose wisely.
Yeah. Star Wars Return of the Jedi versus Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Are these 2 sequels?
Yes.
Are these 2 sequels?
Yes. And they're both better than the original?
Oh, well, yeah, but I like the first Star Wars. I haven't even seen all of the first Terminator. That's how amazing that one is.
Return of the Jedi for me.
Man.
But I think Terminator 2 should be right behind it.
I know. I'm probably right there too. I'm just like, there's parts of Terminator 2 that are like, all right, but then there's some. I'll go Return of the Jedi. Man. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind versus Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Listen, I understand.
This is on you, so I'm just gonna leave it up to you.
I'm good with Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Are you?
Yeah, I don't. Listen, it's the top movie list for the podcast. It's not your movie list,
but I don't
it's not
hate
my movie
Eternal
list.
Sunshine. But
I mean, I think it's. I mean, they're both great movies. Fucking everyone's gonna be popping up, but I mean, for me, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is like my favorite movie right now.
Yeah,
like just from every It's the only movie where I give a shit about the screenwriter, the director. It's just like, and my favorite dramatic performance from the only good one, I think, from Jim Carrey.
You know what? Even though 23 wasn't a great movie, I thought he was all right in it.
I mean, he may have been, but the movie was just horrible. I didn't like any of that.
Truman Show was...
but he was still like, it was a dark comedy kind of, but it wasn't like a dramatic.
Man on the Moon?
Yeah, Man on the Moon's really good. I still like this one slightly better because he's still playing a fucking Andy Kaufman, so he's still a comedic role in a dramatic film. His character is
really did a
like
good
it's
Andy
not
Kaufman,
a dramatic
though.
performance, really.
Yeah. Well, it is. I mean, but
he's mostly
doing drama as a completely different person who
he's
actually
doing
exists.
Andy Kaufman's shtick, which is comedy. A very specific version of comedy, but
it's like I said, it's up to you. I like Ferris Bueller.
I'm good with Ferris Bueller.
All right.
I mean, if it comes up against a movie that I don't really give a shit about,
I think one day
I'll fight
we should just watch Eternal Sunshine and Donnie Darko.
Oh, that'd be a long... That's never going to happen in the same night.
I don't...
You want to watch both of those movies and just have energy for the next one?
How long is Eternal Sunshine? Donnie Darko's not a long movie.
Donnie Darko may not be long, but it feels long. It's slow and confusing, which makes it feel a lot longer. I'm just saying that I don't have a desire. I don't mind watching them again, but back-to-back's never going to happen. Never going to happen. Ferris Bueller's Day Off versus Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights.
I mean, it's tough because it's like a classic comedy versus a classic fucking drama. That's
how do you even? Is it a
it's a drama. I mean, it's not an action movie. It's not a comedy. It's not a thriller. It's a drama.
It's something. It's crazy. I like it.
It's a drama. I mean, it's not another genre. Find another genre if it's not drama. It's dramatic. It's all about the most dramatic drama. I mean, that's what he does. The closest thing is Punch Drunk Love, but that's not even a comedy. That's still a drama. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is just a fucking, I don't know, it's one of those childhood fucking classics. I think still holds up.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
But I'd say Boogie Nights on this one.
All right, I'll go Boogie Nights. Kingsman: The Secret Service versus There's Something About Mary.
There's something about Mary.
I totally agree. Although I do enjoy the Kingsman.
I'm excited for the next one.
I am too. It's like a fun.
There's going to be no lisping.
Yeah.
That we know.
That was Fight Club versus Jurassic Park.
Fight Club. Some of these are easy. This is weird.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I thought it was in the Search for the Holy Grail. Return of the Jedi versus
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, for sure. No need for me to go into The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers versus Good Will Hunting. Is this the sequel?
This is the second one.
Which I don't
the
fucking
Helm's
remember.
Deep, and they got two awesome battle scenes.
Talk about long fucking movies.
I love The Lord of the Rings. And as if you followed this, I am not the biggest fan of Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
So I'd say take this one to the judges. Because I'm going Two Towers.
I'm not totally decided.
I kind of feel like you are.
Listen, Lord of the Rings movies are good movies.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of them. I have no desire to see Hobbit movies for sure. That's the taste that I got in my mouth.
Any of the Hobbit movies.
After finishing watching the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Did you watch the extended version?
I bought the extended versions and I fell asleep every time. It was impossible to watch them. It's impossible.
I've fallen asleep 1,000 times to it and I still love it.
For me, that's a great movie to fall asleep to. That's not a great movie. A great movie is one where it's like, I want to finish this fucking movie. And it's probably the best of that director's movies that he's done. The Lord of the Rings trilogies.
The second one was the best out of the three, even though I liked all three in their own rights.
Probably one of the few. Oh, man. I'll go with Lord of the Rings.
That was like the shit really hit the fan for the first time. Like the first movie was just walking.
Yeah, I don't know. They're long, man.
They are.
Which makes me not like them as much. There's Something About Mary versus Return of the Jedi.
Jedi.
Jesus, yeah.
A lot of Jedi.
Yeah. I mean, there's only 50 to choose from. Con Air versus Goonies. Goonies. Con Air. Much love, though. It's going to beat a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Just not getting the matchups. Silence of the Lambs versus Beetlejuice. I had to go Silence of the Lambs. I love Beetlejuice, but it's not enough for me to go over Silence of the Lambs, that's for sure.
Oh, it definitely is for me.
All right, we'll go to the judges on this one.
I'm going to get shit on this one because I don't think the critics were fucking balls deep into Beetlejuice in fucking early 90s.
All right, Beetlejuice coming in 82%.
Not bad, but it's not beating Silence of the Lambs. I'm guessing Silence of the Lambs is somewhere like 95.
How is Silence of the Lambs not the first fucking silence? Unless I probably spelled it wrong. Silence of the Lambs. So what was it? 82?
82.
Versus 95. Listen, I was surprised fucking Beetlejuice got 82.
But I guess that went right on the dot again.
People really loved Tim Burton for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job, Psychic. Silence of the Lambs. And Beetlejuice is going to beat a lot of shit, but between those two movies. Stand By Me versus Big.
Big.
Yep. I thought you were going Stand By Me, and it surprised me when you said the other word.
Well, first off, the poster for Stand By Me was awesome. No one sees a poster of fucking Lardass.
Right.
Which was the character's name in a flashback. It was just a story, campfire story they're telling about a guy named Lardass.
I really don't remember that movie.
A pie eating contest.
Yeah.
And he took ate some raw eggs and took some Epicat or like some, I forget what and it made him throw up all over everyone.
Epicac will make you throw up. Empire Strikes Back. Is that is this the same one? It feels like I keep saying the same thing over and over again.
No, Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi.
Empire Strikes Back is the second one.
Okay. So Return of the Jedi. Which one's Return of the Jedi?
Wait.
See now, are you confused too? What's the order of the Star Wars movies?
Star Wars, then it's Return of the Jedi, then it's The Empire Strikes Back.
So this is the third one.
No.
Well, here, are there Wookiees? That looks like Strikes Back, right? They're on...
Empire Strikes Back came out in 1980. That's the second one.
So Return of the Jedi is the third one.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we thought the other one was... I don't know.
I don't know.
So the second one, Empire Strikes Back versus...
I got high before we started this, too. In fact.
Versus E.T. the Extraterrestrial... I'm Star Wars on this one.
Yeah. E.T.'s just not a revisitable one.
Yeah. I liked it, but I remember it being like super depressing growing up.
It's sad as shit.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers versus Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Oh, does this tear at Keith's... is this an easy one for you? Yeah. What is it?
Fear.
That one's not on here. Mark Wahlberg's gone.
And the Loathing.
I'm for sure going Lord of the Rings on this one, which is surprising, but I mean, not really.
I mean, I'll give concession to that. Like, I know Fear and Loathing in your jam, and I like The Two Towers.
I mean, Fear and Loathing's beaten shit. Like, I've gone with it, but it's
in our top 50.
Yeah, but it was in our top.
Yeah, I'll agree
10
with
for
that.
A while.
But with the side note of, I wanted.
Like, I would go, despite what I said about the Lord of the Rings movies, I'd probably go with all of them over any of them over Fear and Loathing. Heat versus Office Space. Heat coming up the list, thinks it's gonna come up that high.
Office Space.
Although I mean,
Heat's a great movie.
Heat is great. I wouldn't mind it being right where Office Space is.
I'm fine with it being like around like 15.
Yeah, I'm good with that top 20. Yeah, Office Space. Oh shit, Donnie Darko versus Empire Strikes Back. Empire Strikes Back.
Word. Con Air versus Lock, Stock, and 2 Smoking Barrels.
Lock, Stock.
Yeah.
Although I bet on a certain day I might go Con Air. Maybe.
I don't think
maybe. I don't know. I think maybe.
you would.
The Never-Ending Story, which I do enjoy that poster.
That's but I kind of feel like that's just totally stolen from something else, and then
I don't know. I mean, you could say that about a lot of this shit. I mean, a lot of this is like
fan art and shit like that.
Yeah, or versus Never-Ending Story versus Team America World Police.
I'm gonna say fuck yeah.
Yeah, Team America. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas versus Primal Fear.
Not a fear.
Primal Fear.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
All right. That's surprising. I
mean,
didn't think you came as fast as that. I don't know. I thought you'd go to the judges.
No, I mean, but again, it's like
I love Primal Fear.
If you don't like the movie, like it's
right. I appreciate that.
In concession of certain
fucking. I mean, I got Good Will Hunting and Eternal Sunshine. You got Donnie Darko and
Fear and Loathing. Yeah.
Although I don't mind Fear and Loathing. Like I don't mind it being somewhere up in the top, whatever. But yeah, Primal Fear, fucking great movie. That's a movie. Aside from, I mean, I guess anybody that just from that time that knows that Edward Norton got nominated.
Yeah.
Like people that's. But I don't hear any. It's
like
not
one
like
of the
brought
last
up.
Richard Gere movies too.
The last, I mean,
that dude,
not the last
that
one.
Just like disappeared.
He still did movies, but they weren't. I mean, he was in a bunch of shit. I remember, they just weren't good. Office Space versus Toy Story.
Office Spacing.
Yeah, that's not flying. It's falling with style, with a stapler.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off versus Life of Brian. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah. We're getting some interesting matchups.
Yeah.
Home Alone versus Terminator 2.
The duh.
Man. I mean, this one I could probably go depending on my mood.
This one's easy for me, even though Terminator 2 lost earlier.
Yeah.
Terminator 2 beats Home Alone for me.
Yeah, that's where I was leaning
Home Alone is a fucking awesome movie.
Yep.
Not as rewatchable as
I think it is. Just knowing you're watching a kids movie, it's a great kids movie that holds up. And like all the traps that he does and like all the elaborate shit.
Little jerk.
Yeah, it's all the elaborate shit. I love it, man. I love it so much.
You're what the French call les incompetents.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Deep cut. Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
Ghostbusters.
The only real good Terminator movie. I haven't seen the most recent ones.
You know what? People shit on Salvations. It's not a great movie, but it was fun to watch for me.
Which one was that one?
It was the one with
I don't know if I saw it.
Christian Bale.
Yeah, I never saw it.
And that dude who was in Clash of the Titans or whatever, who was Sam Wellington or something.
Yeah.
He was in a bunch of movies for a minute, and then everyone was like, "Hey, you're terrible. Get out of here."
Yeah. I don't. After the third one, I don't know if I saw the fourth one.
I stopped watching anything
the one,
new.
Yeah.
I didn't watch
I heard
Genesis.
the show was pretty good.
You know what? I can't say that I've seen
watched
3 all the way through.
Horrible.
But I've seen most of it.
It is horrible.
Yeah, that's why I'm not like dying to like, man, I hope I didn't miss anything.
I know I've said it on this, but when I saw that was theater hopping, saw that first, and then I saw the Dumb and Dumberer, which was the prequel to Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
So I went from a stupid action movie to just a horrible remake.
I will say the younger version of Jim Carrey actually literally looked like a younger version of Jim Carrey.
It's good casting, but the writing and everything.
Oh, it was a terrible movie. Ghostbusters versus Life of Brian. Ghostbusters.
And in the front row of Dumb and Dumberer was ushered in a special group of Down syndrome kids who loved it, which is weird because it's kind of insulting to dumb people because they were put in special class in the movie. Anyway,
they loved the movie The Ringer, and people were offended.
That's true.
Because
they actually casted special needs people.
Which is
in
so
that
weird
movie.
that people shit on them, and it's like they actually cast a bunch of special needs people, and like
people want to be offended. That's all society is anymore. Just I want to be offended about something. So the original Ghostbusters versus Life of Brian.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Because who else you gonna call?
I don't know. Donnie Darko versus The Never Ending Story.
Na, 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 na.
Never Ending Story.
Na, 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 na.
Never Ending Story.
Na, 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 na.
There's a time that you open up my dream. There's a dream.
Story. Oh, Jesus.
I'm glad we went off the story I just told with the amazing rendition of the Never-Ending Story. Never-Ending Story.
Sure.
That's a bummer part, man.
God damn, that's so sad. It's still sad to this day.
I know.
I literally
that's
just
such a
watched
good
it.
movie.
Like
we just watched it not that long ago.
Tex, you stupid horse!
The fucking turtle with allergies. Fucking great. Forget what it's called.
Morlock.
Yeah. Eternal Sunshine of the... this is easy. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind versus Office Space.
Office
Clearly,
Space.
Eternal Sunshine... This is what you're saying, right? You're
Yeah.
like, this is kind of good. I totally cracked on Eternal Sunshine. Yeah, Office Space.
We haven't talked to anyone in 1,000 years. Who we? Achoo!
The Goonies versus Life of Brian keeps trying to take these fights, trying to move up in the rankings.
Picking bad fights.
Horrible matchups because those aren't going to beat a lot of shit.
The
for me.
Goonies.
But Goonies this is our time.
I kind of like that poster too.
I do too. I mean,
Like
as far as
that's like a comic book Goonies.
yeah, Braveheart versus E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Braveheart. I love Braveheart. I think that's on
I don't love
Netflix too.
I mean, it's
like
good.
I love it. It's just long, and I've seen it a bunch of times already. I don't need to revisit it anytime soon. The Empire Strikes Back.
The best original Star Wars movie versus what I consider the best original Indiana Jones movie.
Right.
Star Wars.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade versus The Empire Strikes Back. Junior. Man.
It was an easy one for me. Just seeing the AT-AT in the snow in that first opening scene was fucking
Sean
great.
Connery in a sidecar, man.
This is where Luke finds out Vader's his dad.
Whoa. This is where we find out Sean
Spoilers?
Connery's his dad. How about that? Touche.
No, that's where
They're
we
both
find
dad
out.
discovery.
That's where we find
the
out
audience discovers
that the dog's name was Indiana.
We find out a lot of things. I mean, it's a whole movie of discovery. Literally, he discovers a lot of shit. It's tough for me. They're both great movies.
I know that his dad hates rats, and he hates snakes.
Yeah, it's.
I also know what Dagobah looks like because of fucking The Empire Strikes Back, and who Yoda is.
Sure. Okay, I'll go Empire Strikes Back. I wouldn't mind them being pop.
Exactly. That's what
tough.
The top 50 is tough,
tough.
because it's like I love this one slightly more, but I don't give a.
They can't all be Life
Yeah.
of Brian. They can't all be easy matchups. Like, I'll go with the other one.
I mean, yeah, whatever. Get out of here.
Interesting. Inglourious Bastards versus Boogie Nights.
Inglorious Bastards.
100%. Probably the best Tarantino movie, like artistically, like just amazing. Like
It's not
shots
just
that are
crazy.
like classic.
Like
It's like he was being an artist,
like a movie
doing
that you
amazing.
could pretty much show your
so good.
grandparents, and they're not gonna be like, "What?" You can't.
It's intense, man.
There's not a lot of, but I'm saying there's not a lot of like Tarantino movies where like grandma and grandpa are gonna be like awesome. Like Kill Bills where it's cartoon blood, or like Pulp Fiction where there's a lot of fucking murder.
No.
Jackie Brown, maybe.
Jackie Brown. Sure. Especially if they're De Niro fans and they haven't seen it, good for sure. Great, because one of his last good performances before he went, for kids movies. Did we go Inglourious Basterds already? Is that what we're saying?
That's what I said.
I enjoy also, just from a design standpoint, that her arms are positioned very similar to a swastika, but not exactly, which would fit design-wise for what the movie's about. Like they're both right angles, just like not exactly, because that'd be too on the nose. Glorious Bastards. I mean, that's Boogie Nights is great, but holy shit! Well, this is easy for both of us, I think. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind versus Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
You're gonna win the thing, but take it to the judges.
Man. I don't know where Fear and Loathing, is that in our top 20? I don't remember where it is.
I think it just got bumped out. I think it was for a minute.
Yeah, I can't. I can usually make concessions about shit, but all right, going to the judges. Starting off with Fear and Loathing. I have no idea.
No, Fear and
Loathing at all.
Is terrible.
All right, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
It's like a 60 or something.
Coming in at 49. Way too hopeful.
Yeah.
Maybe the fan score is where you're at. No,
89.
So you're the average. All right, so what was that? 40, 30, what? 49 versus...
Do you even have to look it up?
I don't remember.
I do, and it's pretty good.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, 93. All right. Yeah, I don't know.
That's why we have judges, people.
All
We
right.
make it amicable when we can, but when it's
your movie and my movie, it's hard.
It's like,
If that goes to fucking Donnie Darko, I can't like.
But your movies are both rated better than my movies. My movies are just my movies.
Well, they're both cult classic movies. Your movies, so they're very specific to. But I mean, not that fucking Eternal Sunshine's like a broad fucking drama. It's very
well
stylized.
received. It was high 90s for
and the
critic
story
and
is
fan.
fucking like it's a
great
sci-fi
movie,
kind
but
of a
it's just not
premise.
my fucking
No,
jam.
I get it. I'm just saying. It's not
Maybe
like
I
it
need
was
to rewatch it. Honestly,
yeah. Ferris Bueller's Day Off versus Big. This is kind of tough.
This
because
is very tough.
They're both comedies around the same 2 years apart.
Both super classics.
One of the best Matthew Broderick movies, if not the best.
One of the best Tom Hanks movies from back then.
Yeah, but I'm saying pretty much ever for Broderick.
Yeah,
He's done movies that are good, but this is probably his best.
I mean, he's a much better actor and later on in his career.
I don't know a movie that he was in that I like more than Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
No, movie-wise,
And I don't think he
but
was
he's
necessarily
a better
better.
actor in like Election than he was. Like he was.
I mean,
good
they're
in
different
Election.
movies. That's a dark comedy, and he was older versus he was a kid here. If he didn't get better, then he wouldn't have a career.
But Godzilla, bro.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. That was a great soundtrack.
Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm leaning. That could be Bop Too.
Yeah,
Bop.
I agree.
Bop. We're doing a lot of
We're doing
Bop.
Donald Trump like bing bing,
Oh, that's not good.
bing bing.
Now you just I want to kill myself.
Yep,
Bop.
bing bing.
I guess Bop's better. He's just getting paid by Microsoft every time he says it.
Ferris
Bueller's Day Off. All right, let's do just a couple more, I guess.
All right.
The original Ghostbusters versus the original Stand By Me.
Ghostbusters.
Who you gonna call?
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Yeah, Ghostbusters all day. Heat versus Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. Heat. You're doing one more?
Two more.
Okay.
We
just got two easy ones. So it's like Stand By Me versus Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Stand By Me.
This is so... I don't know where all of these are in, and there's been some jumbles.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting.
But I'm going Stand By Me.
Really? Okay. Good with that. Ferris Bueller's Day Off versus Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade.
Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade.
I'm with that.
All
One
right. One more. These are quick.
Last one. There's something about Mary.
We already did this one.
Well, we're doing it again to end it out. We can do one more.
All right.
There's something about Mary versus E.T. Something about Mary.
Yeah, it literally came up earlier.
Toy Story versus Team America World Police.
Team America World Police.
Okay, that's it. Team America wins the last fight. Let's go to...
Oh, God.
Let's go to the list and see what fucking nonsense we made happen.
None of the big three moved because they didn't... Big Lebowski didn't even come up, but...
Yeah. All right. I'm kind of nervous. I'm actually way too nervous for this. All right. So starting off with number one, still in the number one spot, Fight Club. Number 2, Office Space. Number 3, The Big Lebowski. Number 4, The Empire Strikes Back. Came up a shitload today.
Did.
Number 5, Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy.
And number 6, we have Inglourious Bastards. Number 7, The Goonies jumping up. Number 8, Heat jumping up. Number 9, Lord of the Rings 2 Towers making a kind of a climb. Number 10, Jurassic Park. Not bad.
Number 11, Forrest Gump. Number 12, Team America World Police. Number 13, Neverending Story. Number 14, Toy Story. Number 15, Return of the Jedi Story.
Number 16, Terminator 2. Number 17, Superbad. Number 18, The Hangover. Number 19, Dodgeball. And number 20, Good Will Hunting.
I have to say...
How Dodgeball?
I don't know, but I have to say, overall, there's been changes. I don't know what changes, but it seemed like there was things have changed.
Things have definitely changed.
I think overall strength is better.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it.
It used to fall off. It used to fall off pretty hard after top 10.
Yeah.
Then it started falling off after top 15. I think it's like
now
18.
Yeah, like 18. We're good.
Hangover, I'm fine with.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of comedies.
I got like a lot of comedies, but it's not top 20.
No. Add in our top 20 at comedies: Dodgeball, Hangover, Superbad, Team America.
Team America's an action drama. What are you talking about?
So sorry. Anchorman,
Office Space,
Big Lebowski, Office Space, and Fight Club. So it's 7 out of 20.
Did you count Fight Club as a comedy?
No, but I didn't want to scroll up. No. So we have 7 comedies in our top 20, which makes sense.
Yeah,
comedies are pretty great. I would for sure switch some of those out with some other movies, but interesting.
Yeah, it's getting interesting.
Yeah. So you can go check out our full list over at
I think we should
flickchart.com/IDP.
do like a 250 next time, so we can like get some shit into the top 50.
Right, just kind of bring more cards into the deck.
Yeah, so next time we do a top 50, it'll be
interesting.
A few more extra players.
And I think
there's
even
shit
more
outside of that outside of our top 50 that should be in our top 20.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff in our top 50 that shouldn't be there at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you go check all that shit out, people.